Hey guys, this is one of those videos I swore I was never going to make. But I was talking to somebody who was lamenting the fact that really nice people say things, get misunderstood, and then everybody jumps all over them. And as I tend to do, I shoot my mouth off in private, and he basically acquainted me with some simple facts, one of which is that A, talk is cheap, and that talk in private is extra cheap, and challenged me to step up and say something. So I'm stepping up and saying something today, and I'm saying something about Salle Culture and about how we relate to each other as a community. It sucks, and we need to do better. You may notice I had a disagreement with Mr. Pope recently about the glories of Hutton. And I high-roaded it, and he high-roaded it. And people came to me afterwards and said, that was so cool that you guys high-roaded that. And to paraphrase Chris Rock, what do you want, a cookie? Actual good people with ethics and morals high-road it all the time. It's what we're supposed to do. The fact that our community has gotten so deranged that people taking the high road is unusual and worthy of commentary is the worst indictment of us I could possibly levy. We are actively recruiting. We want sword friends to come out, be part of our sword family. And actually, as a happy accident, familia is a really old Latin phrase for people who train together. Here in Texas, we have a saying where people train, you give respect to get respect. And there's two very distinct ways that we do that inside Salle Culture. One of which is that we assume positive intention. Now, some people don't go to church, so they go to politics instead, and that's fine. We have people in here who span almost the whole gamut of political beliefs. We have people who are very traditional. We have people who are very not traditional. Sometimes you'll notice flags that fly in the school. We have trans folks, we have queer folks, we have straight folks, we have family folks. And you know what? The expected phrase is, we all get along. Bullshit. We all love and cherish each other and are really glad to see each other showing up. Getting along isn't a high enough bar. You give respect to get respect by assuming positive motivations on the part of the people around you. And if something rubs you wrong, you call them out on it while still assuming those positive motivations, and you have an actual discussion or an actual argument, which is where two people exchange their points of view and actually learn from each other. Because how do you win an argument? By the other person going, you know, I'm still going to die on this hill here, but these points you made there, they were pretty good. Yeah, I got to modify my thinking on that. That's a real argument. The other thing is control. You give respect to get respect. If you are smacking the crap out of each other, or smacking the crap out of your playmates, or smacking the crap out of your guests, because you're so worried about hitting that you have not turned your friend or sword guest's safety into your top priority, you have left the high road. So point blank, this community needs to do a lot of work with control. This community needs a lot of work to do with assuming positive intentions, rather than someone said something I don't like, or said it in an awkward way, or was kind of cringy, because let's face it, we're all a bunch of nerds. And a lot of nerds are famously dump-statted in charisma. Sometimes things come out of our mouths that don't quite sound right. I have never done that just this morning. Twice. Should have. So, we want folks to come play with us. We also want to give respect and get respect, because getting along isn't good enough. Civil isn't good enough. Friendly and kind, now, that's the ticket. And this community of people who whack each other with swords for fun could use a hell of a lot more friendly and kind while brutastically bruising each other. See what I did there? That's great. English, I speak it almost. While we're doing recreational violence for fun and profit, we need to be much more kind about how we go about it. So I'll finish the rant there. I have stepped up. Oh, you private person who asked me to step up. Shit needs to change, and we all need to be a lot nicer to each other. Because Chris Rock is right. You shouldn't need to be going, hey, I high-roaded it. Do you want a cookie? Is that how bad we are as a community? that we notice when someone's actually nice to each other for a change? We can do better. Thanks. Go do the thing. We've got more videos and content coming, so if you liked what you saw and it was useful for you, please stab the like button, /subscribe, and punch the little bell icon so that you're notified immediately when new content comes available. Thanks, and go do the thing.